Alright guys, here goes. Fucking Lewis Hamilton. Race winner. If I can find him. Look at this. $50. I'm a man of my word. Close. Woo! Let's hope he wins me big. Let's go. There it is. Done. $50. Hamilton.
Welcome to Full
Welcome back to another episode of the Full Bean Show. Today we have an exciting one. We're in Vegas. We're in Sin
Vegas,
City.
baby.
Vegas. And I have a question for David to ask him.
What's your question?
Which one do you believe you would be able to get faster? To your room, front door, knocking, pizza or escort?
I mean, I would assume pizza.
Pizza. Well, not in Vegas, baby. Be able to get a freaking an escort within 20 minutes or less.
We saw these guys walking around with illuminated.
The guy, if you would watch our last episode, the guys we were talking about last time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They were upgraded. These guys.
They were.
They upgraded these
upgraded.
guys. These guys were walking around with illuminated billboards on their backs. It's like, women in your room, 20 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think they offer pizza. You think it was free? If they were there within later than 20 minutes?
Yeah. I don't think so, bro.
Don't they give you the same?
Yeah.
What if the pizza guy was the escort?
Oh.
You get a 2-for-1 there.
That is a good one. That's a good start, you know?
That's not bad.
That's not bad. You think
you put in your good 30 seconds, and then you enjoy some pizza afterwards.
Yeah, pizza's probably not great, but it's it
is
is.
the escort.
So we're in Vegas. We're
Here for
the
inaugural. No, it's not. It's not the first.
No,
It's not the first Vegas Grand Prix. It's the
third
third
Vegas Grand Prix. The other ones
The
were
new
in the
the new
80s.
rendition of it,
Very.
where we didn't race in a parking lot, Caesar's Palace parking lot.
We're actually racing on the Las Vegas Strip.
On the
A
Strip.
lot of hype going to this race.
A lot of controversy, a lot of hype, a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And,
Most expensive tickets ever
Yeah,
in F1.
yeah.
And it wasn't that bad. It was actually
Well, it started off
rocky.
very rocky.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're new.
I
and
mean,
stuff
even with
that.
if anyone's out there watching the Netflix Cup,
That's true.
even the Netflix Cup
Even
was
the
bad.
Netflix
In
Cup.
terms of
Let's talk about the
terms
Netflix
of,
Cup.
In terms of the Netflix Cup, if you didn't watch it, it's like a combination of their Netflix. I think it's Netflix's two most popular documentaries. Well, like sport documentaries. One being Drive to Survive, and the other one being Full Swing, which is based on golf. And
So
they
it's
had
the
a-
F1 drivers meeting the
yeah,
golf course
it's like a little.
calibration.
You know when you'd watch like Disney Channel and they would do like the games where they would put the stars of Hannah Montana and
Yeah.
Sweet Life on Deck. And
Yeah.
they were like that was like you were waiting for those.
It was.
was
But
kinda that thing.
but these drivers that they picked, they were not that bad at golf, so they were pretty solid. Well, as far once we see Gasly.
I mean, compared to us.
yeah, compared to us.
Compared to us.
But like you were saying, their production from the beginning,
It was the Netflix. Okay, even if it was Netflix's first,
It was
like
the first
live broadcasted event.
They have
Dude,
the
they have
money,
the
though.
money.
They
They got
have
the
the
money.
money.
They just go to ESPN, pick some producer. They go pay that producer. Be like, hey, come produce this for us. Like
They must have hired some like interns or something.
I don't know what it was, but it was horrible.
It was
absolutely horrible.
The first at least 15? No, 30. Like because it was like 2.5 hours, I think.
It was 2 hours, 2 hours, something,
Yeah.
2.5, something like that. And it was, the audio was off the entire time. Bert Kreischer, who was one of the MCs, ends up tackling, is playing security guard too at the beginning. There was like some protesters. It was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining to watch. But like Marshawn Lynch, I don't know who decided that he's gonna be a guy that talks because I don't know. He was like asking funny questions.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. It was very entertaining.
It was a good show by Sainz. He's a good golfer.
Yeah, he was a good golfer. It looked like Norris. I don't know.
Maybe Norris wasn't feeling it that day, but
I just thought Norris was he looked a little upset because I feel like that's more of his thing, you know?
I feel like he got kind of smoked, honestly.
No, Sainz was out there putting up a show.
He was. Like, even his partner was kind of like, oh, damn, he's way better than I thought. But it was a good show. And then we had an incident again with the trophy breaking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Sainz drops the trophy.
Yeah.
What's up with these Spaniards and dropping trophies?
I don't know. Well,
remember when Sergio Ramos dropped it?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, all these
on the top of the bus?
Yeah, on the bus.
That's true.
Again, a reference to our future podcast in soccer.
Coming...
I don't know
Who knows when?
I don't know when. Maybe when we grow here.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's finish. Let's get one done.
Yeah, let's get one. So then, like you said, rocky start,
and then it took even a worse of a turn. Come free practice one.
Free practice one, yeah.
We get
9 minutes of practice.
9 minutes of practice, and then catastrophe strikes.
It does.
And
maybe it was a rookie mistake from... Well, no, it wasn't. It was just... It wasn't... Because they... Okay, so you were... Go ahead and explain what you were saying.
Well, I know. It was just like a manhole cover that had come loose.
Come off.
But, I mean, I don't know. It would just look like a... I don't know if it was a predictable failure.
Okay. So I was going to say they had taken the measures to, like...
I think so.
Doing it, and then just something happened there.
Yeah, I think so. But either way...
Cancel the session.
Kills Carlos' Sainz car. And you think, let's not punish someone for having the track fail on them.
They did absolutely nothing wrong.
They did absolutely nothing wrong.
Sainz didn't do anything wrong.
Just taking a nice little Thursday night cruise. Mm-hmm. And he gets a 10-spot grid penalty.
That was rough, dude. That was really injustice.
And apparently they were saying that the reasoning for this, then they had tried real hard to find how they could get away with not giving him a penalty. And apparently it's not in the rules that if the track fails, you don't get punished for it.
Oh, damn.
So since he had changed his whole car, he still got the penalty.
That's rough.
Which was I don't know, man. That was pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
That was rough. He looked quick.
He did.
He looked like he had some pace.
Really frustrating for them.
Yeah, Ferrari just unlucky team.
Yeah.
Just cannot catch a break. Those guys
coming from Brazil,
like,
not even
they
one
must,
car already
they
out.
Must want this season to be over.
Yeah.
Like being so close, and I don't know. With Vettel, it was different, right? Because like with Vettel, they had just bad decision making. Mm-hmm. They had bad decision making. Vettel over pushing, overreaching when he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Here it's just like Leclerc does that kind of, but for the most part, they still have horrible decision making. But then they just compounds the unlucky events that they get into.
Yeah, it's really bad. So then they have FP2, but FP2 gets delayed.
Yeah.
Then the poor fans.
And I was over here waiting. You weren't here yet.
No.
I had flown in on Thursday, and on my private jet.
Yeah.
And
you from right here, you can see the airport right there.
I don't know if you can see some taking off. Well, that's the regular airport. The private airport's over there.
Somewhere. Oh, over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What were we saying?
We were saying about FP2.
Oh, FP2.
It was delayed.
Yeah, it was delayed, and I knew it was gonna be like till 2.
The thing is with the fans, they kicked everybody out.
No, that was ridiculous. First off, the fact that there was no information updating anyone what was going on in terms of it just said it was going to be delayed. It doesn't say how much. It doesn't say, hey, we think it's at least an hour delay. Hey, we think it's going to be at least a 2-hour delay. Then they were like, no, all the stuff that comes with, because it's an all-inclusive ticket. Every ticket had food and beverages and stuff.
Yeah.
And they said, oh no, all that's still good.
And then come, I think, 1 o'clock, an hour and a half away from when it eventually started, like, they kick everyone out.
Damn, dude. So I didn't even
So for 9 minutes of racing.
That sucks for the people who paid just for the practice day. Because those were the cheapest tickets available, you know?
Losers.
The most... Those guys got scammed, dude.
That's bad. That's bad. And then, like, I saw comments on Instagram, all over Instagram. They were like, they better get a refund, And they were like, Belgium hasn't even gotten a refund from when there was, like, the 3-lap race win from Max when it was... No, from Russell.
Yeah, but Russell got second.
Well, Russell got second. Russell got second.
Max still won it.
Max won it, yeah. But they're like, those people haven't even got a refund.
Yeah. Well, later we find out that then they got like a voucher for $200 for F1
like,
merch or something like that, which is gonna get you what? A T-shirt maybe and a hat.
It's gonna,
and like, it's not gonna get you the jacket.
It's not gonna get you much.
Yeah. I mean, does that voucher include tax? Is that pre-tax or?
Yeah. What do you gotta pay your?
Because if you're buying $180 thing, you're not gonna reach.
I mean, I don't know. What is the tax here? I don't know what the tax is here.
I don't know. But there is sales tax, though. There is sales tax.
But
well, they'll charge some fee or something.
Okay, but then we hit. So then they just keeps getting hit, this Grand Prix, with failure. Free practice 2 comes around at 2:30. Half the drivers are probably asleep, sleep driving out there.
Yeah.
2:30 a.m. was crazy. I was like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I woke up. I had it on. I had turned it on. I went to sleep, and then I woke up and I looked over. I was like, oh, they're racing, and then I just fell back asleep. I thought it was a sprint. And then we get to Friday. Free practice 3 goes on. I think pretty smoothly.
Pretty smoothly, yeah. That's the only time they I think get some real data of what's going on and stuff. And then once we get to quali was I was really for quali I was waiting it to be very exciting because it's so new.
Yeah.
And we obviously we get some unexpected people towards the front of the grid. But of course we get freaking Max. Oh no, Leclerc, my bad, Leclerc.
Which was
David,
upsetting for us. I've been partying too much down here. The Leclerc pole was upsetting to us because
we would have been up.
That would have been up. That would have been the only time we were up this weekend.
Up, you know. So we've been down. We're down.
We're down.
We're down. Okay.
I don't think we're planning on.
Yeah.
All right. We have one audience member today, and he's up.
He's up. Man, it took all our luck out of it.
We were there, like, blowing on his dice and things like that.
Yeah. I guess we give out luck, but we can't.
Yeah. So invite us to Vegas if you want.
If you want luck.
If you want luck on roulette.
Yeah.
Invite us to, or just bet on Max's numbers because that's what was hitting.
That was hitting, dude.
1 and 33 hit like twice.
Yeah.
18, which was his 18th win of the season.
The only thing that didn't hit was the number 3, which was like 3 world championships.
Yeah, 3 world championships. But see, that's your number.
That is.
Therefore, your bad luck.
That's how bad
your luck is.
It canceled that out.
It washes over 3-time world champion Max Verstappen.
Oh, manches.
So we would have been up. We would have been up. Had it not been for us trying to find a spot to watch it, we just came for vibes.
Yeah, we just came for vibes.
We were like, I don't know about spending that much money for a championship that's been decided. Mm-hmm. I mean, we got good views and everything. It was interesting walking around the whole track and stuff. And we wanted to place a bet, and they closed the action on us like 5 minutes before we got there. And they were going to reopen it after practice, but after practice, I don't know, we were off scoping spots to watch.
Yeah.
We found one that we thought was promising, so we just like sat there for a while.
We camped.
We camped
there.
We camped like if it was Call of Duty opening day.
It was.
Back in the day. Nowadays, you just pre-download it, which is like not fun. Anyways, so we never placed our bets.
Never placed them.
And we were gonna place Leclerc on pole.
Leclerc, yeah, because Leclerc, like you said, is Mr. Saturday all the time. Yeah. So
he was Mr. Friday.
He was Mr. Friday. and then Verstappen takes second.
Well, I guess it's still Saturday, I guess.
But
it started at midnight.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it's
still Mr. Saturday.
Still Mr. Saturday.
But then we get the unexpected 2 Williams up in the top
looking good.
6, yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, looking good.
Gasly was 4th.
Yeah, Gasly was 4th.
Gasly 4th. Albon 5th. Sargent 6th.
Yeah.
Easily his highest.
I think what was impressive with Sargent too wasn't just because he was up in 6th, but he was close to his teammate.
Yeah, and he was fast all weekend. He was fast all week. Well,
yeah, because he's still the only driver with not promised a seat for next year. So
he's still fighting. Which, regardless of his outcome this week, I think he put in a good step forward. Mm-hmm. Because, like you said, like Albon, okay, if we get to the race, they both get swallowed up by the rest of the field.
Yeah,
fast. But both of them do. Mm-hmm. Normally we see a separation between Sargent and Albon, and I don't think we saw that much of a separation.
No.
So like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they show that he was keeping pace with Albon. It was just they both just didn't have the race pace.
Yeah, so it was their car didn't have the performance to bring them back to push them forward, but actually they were going backwards. But I think he's gonna be for next year. I think he's gonna have the seat because there's not a lot of buzz of anybody else getting that seat.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've heard anybody.
Not for Williams.
Not for Williams. So, yeah. So I mean
that
was
big. So we had them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, go ahead. Oh, you're talking about the bets?
No, what were you saying?
No, I'm good.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I'm good.
I don't want to hear
We can move. Well, anyways, before David starts his stupid shit.
So then what we had? Go.
What did we have?
I don't know. Okay, so we had them. Then we had this is where we had a little bit of the group that should be higher up. Well, we had like Magnussen, I think too, was also like an 8th. Mm-hmm. But then we have Sainz, Alonso, Checo, and Hamilton all hovering around 10th.
Yeah, well below the 10th.
Yeah, and we think, maybe there's some opportunity here.
There is. So you're talking about how you're thinking of now making another bet.
Well, first off, I made my bet that I had promised to our fans, our viewers. I put my money where my mouth was. $50 on Lewis Hamilton winning the race, even after quali. And I placed this after quali.
You did.
I did not come back. I did not say, you know what, screw this. Hamilton qualified like 11th or what was he?
Yeah, like
12th?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. By the way, I was like, I promised the viewers, the 3 of them.
You came through.
$50.
You made the casinos $50 rich
easily. Well, you know what? Okay. Well, hold on. Okay. I don't know. I want to get to the race.
Go ahead.
Is that it? Mm-hmm. Quali?
Yeah.
Is there anything other interesting? Perez gets, I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Disappointing qualification from the McLarens.
Oh, the McLarens were.
Yeah, so.
Dog doo-doo.
They were.
In quali.
In quali, yeah. So I think that's it.
Yeah, so we get to the race. And I think, what do you think about quali as like a success or fail in terms of like the hype around the race? Because so far we've only had negatives.
I think it was good.
I think maybe like okay, like C's on the practices.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think there was a lot of opportunity for a lot of teams that are not higher up the grid. Like we saw the Williams, and I think a lot of the times were really close. So there wasn't one clear car that was really fast. They were all within maybe not like less than a second, you know. So I think it was a good show from everybody. So this qualification showed okay, maybe the race was going to be a lot better, and it was, and obviously because we had slower cars towards the front of the grid for the race, we were going to see more overtaking and more race action, right?
Yeah.
So now this brings us to the race. Saturday, not typically Sunday because this one's Saturday, yeah. And I'll let you take that one from there.
Well, I don't know. You want to go over our bets?
Go for it. What did you bet What were you feeling lucky on?
This is where...
Because you spent a lot of time on that kiosk to not hit one single bet on there.
I didn't hit a single freaking bet.
Okay, so walk us through your bets of what you did.
I was thinking, like we were saying...
Okay, you said Hamilton...
There were slower... Well, Hamilton
win.
Hamilton win.
You were feeling it was
well,
high.
That was already promised to the...
But your reason behind that was because you were feeling Hamilton has to get a win this season.
Yeah.
He had some good momentum going forward, except for the last race, right?
Yeah,
kind of threw you off.
Yeah, he did. But I did not waver. Mm-hmm. I stayed with my bet.
You stayed, yeah.
I had just... I mean, you've seen the race by the time it's coming out, so these sound ridiculous because they're just getting they're just... Within the first, 10 laps, I was like, well, there goes all my bets. Norris fastest lap because I thought he could climb up into the points, have a gap, and get a fastest lap. Mm-hmm. What lap?
Doesn't sound that unreasonable.
That's what I'm saying.
He passes the slower cars, but he won't be able to catch the Mercedes and Red Bulls.
Yeah, exactly.
But he'll be far enough ahead of the Haas's, Alpines.
And we did have a McLaren get the fastest lap.
We did.
Who climbed into the points.
You just picked the wrong driver.
I picked the wrong damn McLaren.
You did.
I also had Albon on the podium. I thought maybe he could...
I thought so too. I thought he was experienced enough to... you okay with it?
Yeah, sorry. It's too much partying.
I thought he was experienced enough. He's been in the game for a long time that he'll be able to... And his car looked quick, so he would... If some opportunities did present themselves towards the front, he would be able to slot himself into the
we were saying
podium.
Maybe Sargent was going to be eaten up by the pack, but we thought that Albon could hold his ground.
Yeah, because like we were saying, he's able to keep a consistent... I don't know if they call it time delta or lap time throughout the race. And maybe, like I said, if the opportunity presents him in the front, he'll be able to slot in there.
Yeah.
Sargent's kind of inconsistent. Some lap times
unexperienced too, so I didn't think he was going to be able
to hold on.
Yeah, but I did make a crazy bet. This was the one that I was like, this is the crazy.
This is the one you walk off full beans.
Yeah, I was like,
See you guys later.
I was like, Logan Sargent fastest lap.
Oh,
that was one that I was like, all right, well, this is lost money, but if it hits, all right, see you guys later. Then I had Albon on the podium, and I think I had Alonso coming into the podium too.
Okay.
Or fastest lap.
Fastest lap?
I had a couple fastest laps.
Okay.
I was trying to sprinkle those around.
None of them hit.
It's absolutely zero hit. And then the thing was, we start the race. Verstappen pulls a little trick out of Lewis Hamilton's maneuvers.
Dude. Is he evolving into?
I mean, I think it's just what is Batman? What is the line? You either die a hero or live long enough
to become
the villain.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what he's. I mean, he's been the villain.
He has. Yeah.
So he could have died a hero by beating Lewis,
Hamilton,
and then just retiring at 22, whatever it was, and he could have called it a day.
Yeah.
But now he's become the villain.
He is, dude.
And he just drives Leclerc off the track.
He does.
Just drives him off the track.
Which is crazy that, on the commentary, I watched the race again, that they were saying that...
Commitment.
It was, it wasn't, because to us it looked like a flat-out penalty, right? Come on, dude, you give the position back. For us, it was give the position back.
Yeah.
They gave, obviously, you see that they get the 5-second penalty, right?
Here at Full Beans, we disagree with.
Yeah. So what's it called? But the commentaries were saying that, I don't know, I feel 50-50 on whether it was going to be a penalty or just a racing incident.
No.
And to me, I don't know.
No way.
I mean, we're not racers, but come on, dude. So that happens. And then we were hypothesizing that since...
big word.
Since
words from Bean 2 over there.
Since the front of the grid was slower cars, someone was going to get a little too... throw a little too much risk, and they were going to cause a car pileup or an incident in the beginning. Completely wrong.
Yeah.
The old experienced guys that you think they would stay out of trouble.
We thought that pack was going to move through the slower cars. Idiots.
Alonso's the one that causes the most experienced one out of there. Causes the crash.
I just see my bets burning left and right. Just money getting burned left and right. And then even after that, Because Hamilton looked like he had pace.
He did.
Hamilton looked like he had pace.
He was passing cars.
Gets screwed.
Overtaking.
He gets screwed right there on the right at the start.
Yeah, at the start.
He gets screwed. So then he comes back, has pace.
He does.
I don't know what he's doing on the inside of
Piastri.
Gets clipped. Back to the back of the 19th or something.
Yeah, he got a puncture. I don't think it was probably like a slow leak puncture because he was still able to make it to the pits and still continue the race.
I was so upset because I was like, oh, maybe he'll do it. Maybe he'll do it. Mm-hmm. Idiot move from the experienced Hamilton. More money out the down the drain.
Yeah.
And then he still came back to get to 7. He had the pace. I think he had the pace.
Maybe you think he could have gone to the race win? Bro,
I think he could have.
He could have been in contention.
The pace that he had, dude. He had the pace.
He did. And he would have got lucky with the safety cars.
It's because I bet on him.
Yeah, the bad luck is.
If I would have just said it, and not put any money on it,
he would have won.
He would have won.
And it was a good payout for that one.
It was.
It was a good payout. So then that happens, and we also see our man Checo involved in that turn 1 incident, dude.
Yep.
And he falls back behind 2, and we were like, of course.
Yeah.
The same story.
Classic Checo.
You know, same story, different day. But no, he gets back. He pits. He gets on the hard tire.
He gets the roll of the dice he gets the fortunate roll of a dice on the safety car.
On the safety car.
Comes out with in true track position at second.
Second.
Behind Leclerc on old tires, who didn't pit, which I think they should have pit Leclerc, but I guess looking back now at the way it ended, I don't know. He looked like he still had life in those tires.
He did, but even if Leclerc would have pit, I think he would have been behind Checo. And we saw that Ferrari, I mean, at the end, we saw it passed freaking Checo. So it still had pace. So even if it had newer tires, he could have maybe even challenged Verstappen towards the end of the race. Yeah.
I think we were saying it then. I was like, I don't know why they didn't.
They didn't pit, right?
They didn't pit him.
Exactly. I guess they felt the track position was stronger.
Yeah, but we saw track position doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
So
unless you're Verstappen.
Mm-hmm. So Checo gets up to, like you were saying, true second position.
Yeah.
Takes the lead, and we were like, are we gonna about witness a Checo win here?
Well, thing was, for some reason, neither of us bet on him at all.
We didn't, dude.
0 money. But our audience over here, he put some money on Checo, so we were all like, well, if all my money's going down the drain, at least give us a Checo win.
Yeah, at least give us.
If all my money's gone, at least give us the Checo win.
The Checo win.
Seen Checo on podium a couple times.
We've never seen him win.
Once.
Well, you've seen him win?
I've never seen him win.
Oh, okay.
Not live.
No, we've seen him podium 1 in Austin.
Podium 1 in Austin.
Yeah, but we've never seen him race win in live because Baku and Monaco.
Yeah.
So we thought he was gonna pull away. He passes Leclerc, and then we thought he was gonna pull away, but he doesn't. Then Verstappen, of course, here he comes. Like he reminds me of that stupid tractor from Cars that eats up all the guys. He just passes everybody. Passes Leclerc, passes Checo, no problem. And now he's up in the front. Leclerc's in second. Checo is now in third. Checo passes Leclerc. Then what do we see? Same story, different day. Last lap.
Literally different day, Saturday.
Yeah. Last lap,
2 races in a row, Checo? Come on.
Freaking the
elbow
last
out,
opportunity.
something.
Huh?
Elbows out, something.
Yeah, right? He should have blocked that inside like that. Everybody was overtaking on that inside. I don't know why maybe he thought at that exit he would have got caught out. But loses the second.
Last lap.
Comes third. I guess it's not that bad.
I mean, it was a good drive from him from what he started.
It was. It was a good recovery drive. And I guess it's not that bad because now we see that he clinched second.
Yeah, he clinches second in the Drivers' Championship.
He is sub-champion, F1 champion, if that means anything. What's it called?
You ain't first, you're last.
That's true.
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
The great Ricky Bobby.
The great
Come on.
Ricky Bobby.
You ain't first, you last.
I think that's the only person that can really challenge Verstappen right now.
Is Ricky Bobby?
Get Ricky Bobby into an F1 car, and if we want to see some racing action, get Ricky Bobby in there. So yeah, he clinches it. It's safe to say now he's gonna be there for next year. No, I mean I know he has a contract, but now it's now it's safe to say that he's gonna
be
stay
there,
there.
especially with Ricardo's. And I'm still on my tinfoil hat. They gave Ricardo a souped up car for Mexico.
For Mexico, yeah.
Because he has not had a single performance even close to that.
No.
Before or after.
Nope.
So
what's it called? So do you think if he starts off poorly next year, like they'll do a Pierre Gasly, what's it called? Danny Kia mid-season cutoff?
I don't
Get
know.
someone in there?
They do like cutting people off mid-season.
They do. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Checo can come back next year stronger. A lot stronger because Verstappen is just unstoppable right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was basically the race. It wasn't that bad. A lot of negative coming into this race. A lot of things about the coldness, weather.
It was not that cold.
It was not that cold. They used the hard tire, which was the hardest tire they had.
The hard
It used to be.
mediums.
It was a good racing tire.
There was only a couple on soft.
It was a pretty good event. We saw Verstappen at the end actually saying this was actually quite fun after
he was
nagging
shitting on the race the whole time,
picking at it the whole time.
And I mean, same here. Like I was literally calling this a scam.
Yeah.
Saying this is a scam, but
I mean,
it was pretty entertaining.
It was.
I enjoyed the race. I thought it was pretty eventful. Yeah, I mean, I think
the only thing is that they shouldn't make the race. They should make the races and the sessions maybe a little bit earlier. I think they're a little too late. What do you think?
I don't know, because time here in Vegas is like...
There is no time here.
Exactly.
This is a 24-hour city right here,
Exactly,
dude.
so that's what I'm saying. The party never stops.
The party here never stops, dude.
I don't know. I've never really felt that, like... When I come here, I literally don't even look at a clock. I'm not even here looking at a clock.
Degenerate, dude.
I'm here. The only time I look at a clock is I'm like, oh, crap, we got to check out.
Yeah.
Let me sleep for an hour.
Exactly. If you guys notice, we have a shoey behind us right here.
We do have a shoey.
We have a shoey.
So, a race of success? Before we move on to props?
I think the race
souvenirs?
I think it was a race of success.
I also agree the race of success after being a very big naysayer of this race.
Yeah, you were. You were an ambassador.
Yeah, I was ambassador for the naysayers.
You were, dude.
I was proven wrong. Even with the absolute crap that was happening at the front end of it.
It was.
With all that. FIA, get your shit together. Put the new rule in saying if there's a track failure, the driver should not be punished.
Should not be, exactly.
There's also, I think there's improvements that they'll try to do next year. But for the most part, I mean, there's many improvements that they can do for next year.
First of all, lower the price for more affordable
Which
for people.
we already know they're not doing.
Yeah.
We saw the deposits for next season, the next year's races are already available. Maybe we'll get a ticket next year for reals because this one was pretty entertaining.
It was. It's because the biggest thing was not getting a ticket was championships already over, right?
Which hopefully, I mean, I don't know. Most likely it'll be over by next season at this time.
It will. And then we didn't know what to expect as far as like it being like you're saying a shit show. Like for when it got
it was a shit show.
It was.
Till it needed to stand on its own.
Because in the beginning when it came out and stuff, like the hotel rooms were like crazy prices.
Rooms were crazily priced. You could not check. You had to buy like
4 days.
The minimum 4 nights, 3 nights, whatever,
like
4 nights. Like you had to buy the package, and then luckily the people were not buying into it.
The demand wasn't there.
Yeah, so then they had to scramble, which led to the way cheaper prices, way cheaper ticket prices.
More affordable prices.
Like we had I knew a couple of people that came last minute because of how cheap things got. Like they were like, you know what, I can go.
Yeah.
So they showed up, and again, I understand that there's many logistical issues with this, but The whole strip, one side of the street is completely empty. You can fill the whole thing up with grandstands. The whole thing up. I mean, this is the only city that can hold that kind of boom
of people
in like for an event. It could.
Yeah.
This is the city that could hold it.
Yes.
One of the few.
So hopefully next year they look into that. And,
Rather than making it such a VIP. Okay, yeah, sure, have your VIP areas and all this, but have you like if
every track has their VIP.
Every track has their little VIPs. Have your little VIPs. I mean, that's where we were with Shaq and I think Brad Pitt was. I saw him. He tried to ask me for a signature. I told him
and
no,
he waved them off, huh?
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't like any of your movies.
Don't mess with that.
Yeah. Although I do like Inglourious Bastards. Anyways, Shaq, he stepped over me.
Yeah. He called you little bud.
He gave me a tap on the head. Anyways, but yeah, then have like a regular area with regularly priced tickets.
And people would show up.
People would show up if they would
show up.
Especially if how many? Okay, we were during quali. I guess we look to be informative.
F1 experts.
I know, but we were sitting there like watching. We're sitting there watching quali, and like I had it on my phone, and people were coming up to me, asking questions like, "Is it over?"
Questions.
Like yeah. So Q1 had just finished, and people were asking me like, "Is it over?" I was like, is what over? They're like, is it over? And I was like, Q1 is over?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, so does that mean it's done? And I'm like, there's another 2 qualifying sessions. And they're like, okay. And then like someone else coming around asking if the footage I was watching was live. I don't know. We had a bunch of people asking us questions. I don't know why us.
The questions were so like new and to us that they were so like bizarre that we were confused on what they were asking. Which is fine.
Obviously, we're here for the new questions. We're here for the new fans. That was not the issue. It was just it shows that this race could bring a lot of new. If this is what their goal is, this could bring a bunch of new fans because of that.
Exactly, that's true.
Anyways, again, I think it was a success. Hopefully, they learned from some of their mistakes last year.
They do.
Or this year, I mean. And moving on, I guess Ozzy wants to do a shoey.
We don't have anything to drink though, and we don't have anything to celebrate. So we bought this shoey, and the intent that someone was gonna win their bet or anything like that, and we were gonna pour champagne. But unfortunately, we couldn't buy champagne because I guess there's a rule here that you can't buy glass during a certain time of the F1 race because they don't want some crazy man throwing a glass bottle at an F1 car, which is, I mean, I understand, it's pretty reasonable.
Oh, pretty reasonable, I guess.
So I guess we'll save this for another time once a big event or something crazy happens, and we do it, no?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We'll save it for.
We'll save it. Whoever gets the first drink will get the first new smell.
Okay, so if anyone's a size 6 of foot, we don't fit in here, so
no.
But we gotta get someone stinky foot in here before we take the shoe.
So you want a true shoey, stinky?
Yeah, whoever's size 6 that watches this, go run with one shoe on.
Go hop around.
Yeah, go do something sweaty with one shoe on.
Yeah.
So that way we get the true shoe.
The
experience.
true shoey.
Because right now, it's pretty clean.
Yeah,
pretty clean.
I'll stick my nose there all day long.
It's pretty good.
So.
We got Checo helmet.
Checo too. Yep.
And,
even though we talk a lot of bad shit about Checo.
Well, what did I say? What did I literally say?
I
said this like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. I was talking shit about Checo, and I was like, but you'll see me with my Checo hat.
Exactly.
And here I am with my Checo hat.
We'll always be supporting, dude. We saw our friend, Mr. Palmer.
Yeah, we were. Last time we were here, we ran into our frenemy, Jensen Button.
Jensen Button.
And this time we ran into our homie, our friend,
Mr. Palmer.
Julian Palmer.
Yeah. So hopefully we get him on here one day.
Once F1 lets him go.
Yeah.
Not like fires him or anything. Just once he's free of the constraints that F1 have on their media.
That he can be a guest with us. So
yeah.
I guess with that being said, David's got to get his private jet out there, and he's got to get back home.
Fuel up.
Yeah.
Get back home.
And with that bombshell, that's Full Beans signing out.